everyone, welcome to another edition of the Tuesday Check-In. We'll go through a few of our upcoming announcements and then we'll have a little short devotional message for you. Tomorrow night at 7 p.m. we will have Reverend Marvin Kane doing the service, our Wednesday night service. And of course at 7 p.m. as well, the NC4C Teen Ministry will be meeting. This Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Pastor Scott will be bringing the word, and then at 6 p.m. Reverend Hope McConnell will be ministering, and after the service Pastor Scott will serve communion to anyone who is there who would like to participate, or you can always take part with us at home if you're watching online. Next Wednesday night at 7 p.m. we'll have our Bible study with Brother Danny Haga, and then next Saturday, a special day for our Mother's Day weekend, we're going to have our prayer breakfast. That will be next Saturday at 9 a.m. Mother's Day prayer breakfast, and Brother Eric Summers of the Band of Brothers Men's Ministry will be sharing a word with us that morning. Now I'm standing here today at the trailhead of the Bluebell Island Trail here in St. Paul. It's a short little trail, half mile, and you're already up at Booty. And to get here, you just come to the end of the St. Paul Park and start walking. But the trail itself is not the beauty. The beauty is the things you see while you're walking. It's not just the walk, it's a short walk, but the beauty, you're going beside of the Clinch River the whole way. I mean, it's right there beside of you. You have deer tracks in the sand that you can look at, raccoon tracks, maybe even a bear track, you never know. But it's just a simple, easy walking trail with some beautiful views of the Clinch. And certain times of the year, we just passed the part where the bluebells are really in full bloom. There's still some out there if you want to come and check them out. They're beautiful wildflowers. Pardon the road noise. But it's a short little trail right here in your own backyard if you live here close to Morning Star. That you can just come and spend an hour or so with your kids, your family, and maybe bring a picnic lunch, something like that. But we have all kinds of things like this in our area. You know, we look online and everybody wants to plan the vacations to go somewhere for a week just to get away. And, you know, you go to the beach, you go to Disney, you go to this, that, and the other. But especially after last year, when all the shutdown happened, there's a lot of staycations, people call them, that are getting real popular, and that's just people looking for things to do closer to home. And we're blessed. I've said, as far as I can remember, that people buy calendars with beautiful photos on them of things that we can just look out our back door and see. We live in what I think is the most beautiful part of the world. We have mountain views, we have beautiful rivers. So we have all these things that we can enjoy right here in our backyard. You can go to Little Stony Falls. In a 10-minute walk, you'll be just a gorgeous waterfall where you can even get out and play in the water. We have all kinds of things like that around here, and we often don't take advantage of them because we're always looking for something else. We're always looking for another place to go when all of these are right here just waiting for us. And spiritually, we do the same thing. As humans, all of us find times when we have a void in our heart. There's an opening inside us somewhere, and we look for all these things to try to fill it. If I could just have this much money in the bank, I'd be satisfied. Everything would be perfect. If I could have this job, if I could have this relationship, if only I could find that car. And often we turn to things that are more destructive than anything. You know, we have this void, and we may have the money, we may have the car, we may have the relationship, but there's still something missing. So we'll turn to other things to fill it. Some people turn to pornography to try to fill that hole. Some people turn to alcohol to try to fill that void, or drugs. Some people turn to gambling. Some people turn into just doing their own thing and forget everyone in their life, in their family, just to try to fill that void inside their self. But no matter how much you or I or anyone else look to fill that void that's missing in us, we'll never fill it with all of these earthly things. Because the only thing that can fill that constant yearning in us is God. And see, just like we'll look forever and try to find all these places away from home to go when we have beautiful things to do right here at home. We'll look all around the world to try and find something to fill this void when God's always right there. In Proverbs 8:17, he said he loves those that love him, and those that diligently seek him shall find him. So that we don't have to turn to anything worldly to try to find God, to try to fill that void. We don't have to look forever. We don't have to spend hours online and making reservations and coming up with a way to afford it just to find a way to fill that gap in our life, because God is right there. Those who diligently seek me will find me. So all we have to do when we're seeking God, when we're seeking to fill that void, first of all, we have to realize that there's only one thing that's going to fill that void. You can have all the money. You can have all the relationships. You can have all the vehicles. You can have all the homes. You can have all that the world has to offer, and you're still going to have something missing. See, there's famous athletes and movie stars and musicians, and they have more money than you could ever dream of, and they're still always searching. I'm not talking about ambition to always make themselves better or to do more in their career. I'm talking about they're always searching for something to fill that void. But unless they look for God, they're never going to fill it. And we're no different. We have to look to the one thing that can fill that gap in our lives, that the one puzzle piece that's missing to make us complete. And fortunately for us, we don't have to look far. All we have to do is say, God, I need you in my life. I need more of you in my life. If you already have it, but you're still filling that vacancy. God, come into my life. Bring me closer to you. Because those who will seek you diligently will find you. One last quick thing before we leave. This, as of now, will be the last Tuesday check-in that we do, with church opening back up to one service and a majority of people being there at the same time. Our bulletins are going to start coming back this coming weekend. With all that, we don't really feel a need that we have to have this to do the announcements and to keep everyone up to date on what's going on at the church. So this will be the last Tuesday check-in. We will still be continuing the Monday Coffee Conversation on Monday mornings. And if anything extra or special as far as events is coming on, we will always mention those, so you will still be informed through the bulletin, through church, through MC Squared, through our Facebook page and mobile app. All these things will still have all of our events on them, but this will be the last Tuesday check-in.